Oui, les premiers autobus, j'ai fait complètement tout seul. Comme je commençais ça dans le mois de décembre, par exemple, pour finir dans le mois de mai, puis au début à l'ouverture des chemins.
Eugène Prévost, c'est mon père. Alors, il a commencé très jeune. Alors, c'est un homme qui avait beaucoup d'audace. C'était un menuisier ébéniste, puis il a construit un premier autobus, déjà en 1924. La structure est en bois recouverte de tôle d'acier.
From there on, his company has grown over the years, and today the root of the company is still the same, the DNA of the company.
Eugene Prevost is my grandfather. He's my hero. He developed so amazing things, and right at the beginning in 1924, quality was a priority.
100 years for Prevost. For me, it's all about innovation, passion, always pushing back the boundaries of the industry.
First, my father invested in Prevost, so he was my mentor to teach me how things around them. The biggest challenge was when we decided to build a new plant. We built the plant with a transborder that would take a bus somewhere, put it in the next stage, take a motorhome shell somewhere, put it in the next stage. We kept the flexibility that we had when we were very small, and even being much bigger, we kept the same flexibility.
So I'm very proud of having achieved 1,000 units in 2000, which was a long-term objective for Prevost, and I was very, very proud to be able to accomplish that.
In my time in Prevost, I was lucky because in 1994-95, André said, well, we need to have a continuous improvement program in the company. Together, all the VPs, we found a company doing Kaizen, and we said, well, this is what we need. So we started doing Kaizen in the organization. We called it Système de Production Prévost, SPP. Settled up, or we corrected the bottleneck in the organization one after the other, and we've done that for about 10 years.
I believe every farmer present brought their own flavor to the organization, and actually it led Prevost to where it is today. But at the end of the day, everybody contributed to push Prevost further.
In order to go to more passengers, we wanted to develop an articulated bus. And we developed what we call the H560. H for a high vehicle, 5 for 5 axles, and 60 for 60 foot.
During my watch, it was the introduction of the 45-foot bus shell for conversion, which was, again, new to the market and created a lot of demand. But in particular, it's the 45-foot entertainer. That was an innovation in the entertainer market.
What makes the success of our Prevost motorhome is really quality, fit and finish, and the prestige of driving a Prevost.
Market creates a very high profile for Prevost because it's used by a lot of artists. It's used at election by candidates for the presidency. The conversion is done in the U.S., and most of the cost of the bus is in the conversion, so it's really a Canadian-American product.
I had a vision for the long term, a 10-year vision, and each year we were kind of checking out what needed to be done next, up to a point where I felt like we were having a NASCAR crew team, all working together, synchronized, high power, high performance in every direction and every department.
For me, Prevost's philosophy is actually in line with our founder's philosophy. He always used to say, everything worth doing deserves to be done well.
We came up to a point where we were number one in parts and service. We were number one in coach, seated coach. We were still number one in the motorhome business. We were number one in the entertainer business also. So we were number one everywhere.
The fact that we pushed everybody to try to design, develop, manufacture vehicles better than we did yesterday, better than the competition. This was quite a bit of accomplishment.
So I think what really characterized Prevost's brand image over the last 100 years can really be found in our three core values. First, customer intimacy. Second, premium quality. And third, sound innovation. Those three values are really at the heart of what Prevost represents.
I think that the value of Prevost is reflected in the long-term relationships it has established with many, many customers. And so customers are showing their loyalty with their long-term relationships, and Prevost is also showing its loyalty with those customers by servicing them the right way.
One element also that I've not highlighted so much is the parts and service network. And we had a fantastic team at that time to tackle this element. So where and when everybody was slowing down in the industry, parts and service-wise, we were expanding.
I think I learned a lot being in Prevost. Today it has been fun to go around all these souvenirs, but I enjoyed life.
Going back to the factory, for me, it's a joy. It's something that touched me, not just because of what I've done, but more for what they've done since I've retired.
The heritage of Eugene is humongous. And we have to be thankful also for all those that followed Eugene, that kept his mentality of giving the best product on the market. And this is why the name of Prevost is above all the others.
We have that responsibility, working them to be good.
Prevost is a legendary brand for motor coaches in North America, and it brings unique value to our brand portfolio. I'm very impressed and proud of the Prevost history, and with this celebration, we put the spotlight on this North American icon.
Prevost will continue to push the boundaries of the industry by offering innovative products, unparalleled support, with passionate people. All this for the ultimate service of our customers. And this for the next century.